And the Debrinick channel is back, and tonight we are talking about Lake Oroville, and we are going to be doing an update and checking the weather that's coming in. The atmospheric river has shifted a little bit, so we'll be talking about that. There's a little bit of snow in the Colorados. We'll be talking about that as well. And if you enjoy this content and you think it's worthy of subscribe and you haven't done so yet, please consider giving it a subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. And if you're going to do that, please share it and like it as well. If you can't, no worries. And without further ado, we are rolling right over to windy.com like we always do. We're going to start at the 10-day rain accumulation, and I'm going to cut right to the chase tonight. And you can see that the atmospheric river has shifted to the north. You can see it clear as a bell. So here we are, and you can see that the atmospheric river is just moving to the north, and luckily Northern California is still getting some rain, which is good. Central and South California is just not receiving anything. Fresno getting in just a little bit of the action, 0.12. If you live in Bakersfield, I got some subscribers down here. You're not talking about hardly anything. Los Angeles, nothing. You got Baker over here, nothing. Ridgecrest, nothing. You can just see it all the way down to San Diego. Just nothing going on whatsoever. We scoot down to San Diego here. You can see that San Diego, 0.1. Just nothing coming in the next 10 days. Now, if this is correct, we go out, there could possibly be another atmospheric river brewing in the next 10 days, because you watch this here. There's a little cluster here, but then it moves in. You can see that it's starting to move up this way. So we'll be watching that over the course of the next several days to see if this continues to move up. Now we're going to go over to Oroville and see what is going on there. And Oroville is actually in the line of some rain coming, 2.58. So this is fantastic news if it comes to pass, but very little. You got 1.16 coming in the next 24 hours, 1.67 coming in the next 3 days. 0.72 in the next 5, and then 2.58. So you can see that what comes in the next 5 days is going to be it for a minute. We go up to Lake Shasta up here, and you can see what is going on there. 2.96 in the next 3, 4.26 in the next 5, and then 4.21. So things are going to dry out after the next 5 days. This atmospheric river here, though, is where the majority of it's coming. Now, we will check the GFS and see what has changed there. The GFS is not as aggressive, especially up here by Shasta. It's only calling for 3.9, so it's close to similar, but 2.14, and they are in agreements that there will be no precipitation down south from Central California to the south, very little whatsoever. So we go over to the Colorado now and see what is going on there. We're going to go back to the European model, and you can see that the European model is still calling 1.55. You can see that as we scoot in here, we go down to Aspen, hello Aspen, 0.94. We go up to Boulder, 1.23. Right here along the divide, you're going to get a good little swath. Denver's actually going to get 0.55, so that's good news. They had those fires out there the other day. I reported on them. 1.85 over here, and 1.73 down by Steamboat Springs. We go over to Craig, 0.68 up here in Wyoming, 1.66. Flaming Gorge is right here, 0.4. And then you can see up here at the beginning of the Green River, a little over 2 inches. So this is really good for the Flaming Gorge. This thing, seems like last year they got a lot of precipitation too. Now, most of this is going to come in snow form. So we go to the snow. We go to the new snow, and the new snow is calling for quite a bit. And I was looking at the maps, and we're going to go to the snow maps here in a minute and check those out. 20.9 over here, and then we got Fort Collins over here. 3.4 is all you got. Over here by Vail, 11.1. Grand Junction, I got a viewer down there, 1.7 or so is what it's saying. Aspen, 9.3. I want to go over and start talking about the Colorado Rockies. They're in better shape than they have been for quite a while. I was looking at this yesterday, and check this out. Over at Aspen, they're saying 44.9 inches, and down here 62 inches, so that's fantastic news. Grand Junction over here, they're saying that they have about 8.5. Hello, Grand Junction. 52 inches over here. We go over by Steamboat Springs, 39 inches, and then right here along the divide here where the Colorado actually starts, 53 inches. So this is fantastic news. This is over 5 inches of rain. and precipitation. We go up here to the Green River where it starts, and check that out, 57 inches. So you have quite a bit of good snowpack here in Utah and the Colorado, and you can see that a lot of this melts, especially right down here in the little bit lower elevation. You got 18 inches, 17 inches, and this thing fluctuates 16 inches, and you can see it down to 12 inches of snow there. So the lake will continue to rise throughout, so we will be watching that, monitoring that, and that's good news for the lake with more rain coming. Now there's not a whole lot of rain coming beyond that. Like we said, your rain accumulation's only a couple more inches, so we'll be watching that. But look at this atmospheric river up here. This is what California was getting last week, 6.74. That is crazy. Newport over here, 4.3. Astoria, hello Eldon and Tracy, 6 inches up there. And then you got Olympia right here, 4.52. Tacoma, Washington, 4.2, and you can see that the majority of it has moved back up from Juneau to the north, almost all the way to Anchorage, all the way down. The atmospheric river is just going to pound this area over and over and over, and that's what's going on there. The rest of the country is fairly relatively dry compared to where it was. You had a big rainstorm through here. I was just checking the numbers. There was over 3 inches of precipitation, so it's good that they get a little break. Now, are they going to get some new snow? A little bit. So my buddy who lives out in Maryland said that he just shoveled 8 inches of snow today. And it's like, well, it's sunny here. He didn't like that. Here we are as we scoot back in. He lives over here. So Washington, D.C. is going to get 10 inches in the next 10 days. Let's see when the majority of that's coming. A lot of it's coming now, so 7 of it. So 10, 5, and then 11.2. So there you have it. So there's quite a bit of snow. He didn't think they would get much, and here they got quite a bit. So Kansas City's going to get in on the action as well, so we'll be watching that. So you ask and I find, that is tonight's segment. We are talking about last video where somebody asked, G from Sacramento 3 days ago, can you please include Big Bear Lake, Lake Arrowhead, and Diamond Valley Lake next time? Yes, I will look and see what I can find, and let's go to do that right now. So yes, here you go, Sacramento. This is for you. 1/3/2022, 57.28, or converted 57 foot 3 inches. The lake is down 15.05, and the decimal of elevation is 6,728.20 feet, and the storage acre feet is 34,524, and so far your water temperature is 33 degrees. So there you have for Big Bear. Here we are at Lake Arrowhead, Association Lake levels, January 3rd, 2022. And the levels for 2022, the full elevation is 5,106.68 feet, and the current elevation is 5,103.06 feet, and the lake is 3.64 feet below full pool, and the temperature is 44.1 degrees. Gee, Sacramento, I couldn't find the Diamond Valley water level, so I apologize for that, but I did find the other two, so I hope that's fair enough. And let's roll over to Lake Oroville, and we will see what those water levels currently are. As we roll over to Lake Oroville, the water levels currently are 715.87 feet. Monday, January 3rd, 2022 at 2 p.m. The level is 184.13 feet below full pool of 900, and this thing increased 0.77 feet since yesterday, and it continues to climb as it did at the end of 21. So now 21's completely gone. Now we are into 22. You can see for the first 3 days, this thing has climbed quite a bit. We are way higher than 21's levels, and we are quite a ways from 2020, but we will see where it ends up as more rain is forecasted. So that's good. Let's roll over to Lake Shasta and see what is going on at Lake Shasta. As we roll over to Lake Shasta, the water level is currently 914.08 feet MSL. Monday, January 3rd, 2022 at 1 p.m. The level is 152.92 feet below full pool of 1,067, and this thing has increased 0.32 feet in the last 24 hours. So there you have it. That's all I have for this evening. Thank you everybody for stopping by. And if you want to be on the next video and you want me to find your lake, leave a comment below and I will get to that and see what I can do to find the lake. God bless everybody, and we'll see you on Lake Oroville's Daily Update.